Yeah, you know how like some parents, the mom is like going through hair school and she's like dyeing their kids' hair.
Yeah.
My mom straight up did a IQ test on us, which you think that's fine.
Sure.
But the result said comes from an unstable household and the father's an alcoholic. And I was like, we were expecting a number, Mom. I was like, whoa, what the fuck? This is...
this is bad. Some of this is bad. Some of this is bad. Some of this is bad.
To drag out horror.
No. 512-981-6725. What's that? That's our new phone number, guys. If we have a new thing we're doing it on our Patreon. We're going to do a little bit here for, the slop for the main feed, but we want you to just text us really anything. Specifically, when you say anything, people go, well, I don't have anything to say. You have tons to say. We're hoping that you save this number in your phone. Again, that number is 512-981-6725. Holy shit, I remembered it. And now you guys can too. Put it in your phone and text us literally when anything happens. Like, you're at a grocery store, you see somebody who's acting a little weird, you're walking down the street, you see somebody who's, and you shouldn't say it. You shouldn't say it. You certainly shouldn't tweet it, but you should send it to us, okay? And we'll make it anonymous. We're not going to read it in your voice unless you use your Instagram handle in the message. Everything's anonymous. So if you want to be recognized with your handle, please add it in. Otherwise, we will accept voicemails, calls. I think calls too. If you call us while we're live, why not answer it? And I hope to hear from you soon. And enjoy the rest of the episode. If you haven't checked out Patreon, patreon.com/somethisisbad. Bye. And honestly, this show does not have a hangout is exactly what it is. Sometimes I'll bring in a segment. Sometimes I have a crazy demon twink. I didn't bring him. Okay. He's not going to pop out of nowhere.
Okay.
Oh, this would be a great place, though.
Well, there's only a few places he could pop out of considering we've been together this whole time.
That's true.
He would love that. He's been trying to have sex with me for a little bit, and I
feel like there's a whole subclass of people that that are probably in that category, I would assume.
But they don't tell. Well, he's the only one who straight up tells you.
Okay.
He goes, "Why won't you have sex with me?" And I'll go, "It's because it'll ruin the podcast."
Yeah.
I go,
keep asking.
He has said that he has liked people, and then as soon as he has sex with them, he just thinks, "I don't like them anymore."
Yeah.
Well, then no.
Right.
We need this tension for the podcast.
We need the tension. I don't know if we need the tension.
But still.
He's chaos. I heard some great news about you.
Me?
Yeah. I thought you were still with a man.
What? No.
And Ian goes, "Oh, don't. She is living life. She's a lesbian now." And I went, "Thank
you know what my husband calls you?
She is live, laugh, lesbian enough.
My husband calls you late in life Larrabee.
God damn it! You used to call me, late Larrabee.
Oh, well.
Instead of lace, you would call me late Larrabee.
Well, there was the lace 10, a lace 10.
Well,
yeah,
10, but lace 10, so whatever.
Yeah.
Like they say it's a fucking...
We're just happy you're on the team.
7-minute set, and then I'll do a 12. Whatever. Okay, that's different. And then whatever.
Oh, I thought it was just like the arrival time.
Also that.
Okay.
But everybody knows I'm on my way. I've never missed my spot.
Well, you also used to live
I used to live
an hour and a half away
far.
or something.
Yeah,
far.
Not that far, but like a good distance, not in the city. And so yeah, great. I'm glad your household has a litany of fucking nicknames for me. That's fantastic.
Hey, if you're not talked about, who are you?
Who are you?
Who are you?
I needed a good scandal, so this was a good one.
I really want. I mean, how did you figure out not you and then pussy, or did you go pussy and not you?
No, it was neither of those things. I was always bi.
Oh no, it could have been one of those things.
Oh wait.
I did give you a 50-50.
I didn't leave the person for another person, so it wasn't that.
But it was pussy, not you.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, ultimately, yeah. I mean, that is the current case.
It was either not you then pussy, or then pussy then you.
But it wasn't in the marriage because of that. That wasn't it. The marriage ended for 100 other reasons.
Did he always know you were bi?
Yes.
God,
Nice.
straight guys that know, they're like, I bet we're gonna do a threesome where I get to see 4 boobies. Those fucks.
And
They knew what they were doing.
yeah, well, and he got his wish.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so like this is what I'm saying. It was never a surprise.
Yeah.
That was never a surprise.
Yeah.
At all. And I made sure I told him literally once I knew we were going to start dating. I made that very clear because the person I dated before him was also a straight dude, and I had told him early on, and he. this was my
Started hitting me.
early 20s. I mean, he might as well have, like, with his words, you know, like, he used that against me from the day I had told him. He goes, women only do, and I should have never stayed with this guy, but this was, like, toxic early 20s
Yeah,
bullshit.
I understand.
And
please love me.
Yeah, and he was very tall, so I let him get away with saying a lot of horrible things to me, but he would be like, women only say that for attention, and blah, blah, blah. At that point, I'd already been with women.
Yeah.
And I knew. This wasn't like a hunch. Yeah. Like, I knew. I was 22, and I was like, oh, dude, I know already.
He actually sounds like a lot of gay men I know, including Dylan Carlino. He is coming back, by the way.
Hi, Dylan. Love you. But yeah, he doesn't listen. It's weird. But yeah, like so when I had that horrible reaction from him, and then he ended up using that against me in our relationship for years. And
how did he use it against you?
He would throw it at me like an insult.
Like, oh, go eat some
Yeah,
more.
literally.
Really?
Literally.
Bisexual.
Yeah. Or you just said that for attention or whatever. And I'm like, what are you even saying? He needed any sort
Well, a lot of people do treat bisexuality like tableside walk. It's like, show me. Here's some fucking avocados. Les out right now.
So that is a very interesting point, even at this point in my life.
I did say
don't
that.
Like those conversations.
I did say that, and I've said that before, and I just want to be vulnerable. I have said that. That you can't claim bisexuality until you've done it.
How about this? This is my view on it.
And I'm not saying you don't have to practice every day.
This is my view, okay? If they ever came to round everybody up, right? I have a list of all the bisexuals. Okay? So as long as you're okay with me handing that list over when they come to get me, I'm going to be like, don't forget about this person. Yep. You might not remember because they're married to a man, but they're bisexual. So I feel like that's, if you're going to claim it, and it could hurt you politically, I'm going to let you have it.
So you made your own Jew.
That's my view about it. Because being gay is a political statement, so being bisexual is a political statement, and even if you're doing it for clout and attention, which get some help or whatever, but I'm not going to ding you for it because there's so many other things people do for attention that if you're going to say you're bisexual and have had a bisexual thought here and there, doesn't bother me.
What I like about what you just said was 2 things. 1, you made your own Nazi list. That's incredible. And you owned up to it.
Yeah.
2, you convinced me and changed my mind by going, do you care? And I went, actually, you're right. I don't care.
I really don't care. Yeah.
I would be more upset with somebody lying about a comedy credit claiming bisexuality. If that makes sense.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, anybody who pretends to be funny that isn't, death to them.
Death to them. A joke stealer, death.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. But I think you're exactly right. No, like town square, like flying.
Who else should we kill?
Let's make it. Ooh,
speaking of which,
I like that we're going, don't kill us, but we have some other options if you're in the killing mood.
I just want to point out, when those bisexuals are rounded up, I'll have already been dead. So I just want to be clear, they would have already killed me.
I actually have a joke, something similar to that, because I'm Jewish and gay, and I was like, if they like let me choose which camp I'm going to, it's going to be like, who would complain more? The gays or the Jews? I go, I'm killing myself. I hate camping. I hate camping.
Okay, that's a great.
Thank you. I can't believe I did it.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
I would never, if we were in a green room and somebody told me one of their jokes, I'd go, I was actually talking to Eric last night, and we were laughing. He goes, I can't wait to see your set. I go, you just heard it. I ran all my jokes on you, you dumb fuck.
That's so funny.
I would never do that to somebody.
But you said
we call that non-consensual riffing in this town.
Me too.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was saying you said something that made me think, too, when you just said that, which is if someone, because, I mean, I have a hard time, too, when people are like, well, you're married to, you're married to a man, how can you say that you're bi? And it's so, it feels dirty to have to be should I have to explain all of my sexual history to you? Like, to have to defend yourself is very uncomfortable and unprofessional, and I don't know, that doesn't feel right to do. And then I feel like, okay, so people that I've been with now, they're like, are they pawns in a game? Like, I'm using them for it's so weird.
Yeah.
And then the other thing you said, but if people choose to say it, and it could hurt them politically or in their families or in their relationships, especially in the South. That's my view of
that. And my view.
I've never thought of it that way.
Yeah. Well, because the argument is that they're claiming it for clout, and that it's an inclusive. And so, to me, if you view someone saying they're bisexual as that it's clout, then what does that say about how you identify sexually? That you're gay and queer, then is the way you're gay and queer performative for clout? Because it's sort of like you're saying that it is.
Yes.
And is you...
Yes.
That's exactly why I do it.
But then
and it hurts. It hurts. I have hemorrhoids. But I do it. I do it for clout.
Out for clout.
Listen,
right? Out for clout. Oh my God, out for clout. Oh, honey, she's just out for clout.
She's just out for clout.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, we have to start doing that.
Lace, you coined that.
Thank you. That's mine. Out for clout. Yeah,
it's good merch.
Oh,
but that's a really good point.
This motherfucker's just out for clout. Hashtag out for clout.
Because you know what though? Other queer people are feeling that way. They're thinking, oh, you're just doing that for this, but they forget about the rest of the world is looking at that person, and they have to deal with that at their job.
But I think the pointing out that this person isn't actually bisexual, that act in itself is performative. That act in itself is clout chasing, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because I never see it in like a very earnest, you're claiming to be bisexual and this is how it has impacted me. It's usually much more of a, you don't belong, you're not a real gay, whatever. And it's like, who cares? I mean, that in my opinion,
that's how you got
that aspect, it's like, who really cares? And the only person who would really care is if somebody tried to get their own clout, their own...
See, the only reason I ever care about it at all is when I want to go to a bathhouse. Okay? Can we at least admit that I want some places that bisexuals can... I just want to get butt fucked. For clout. For clout reasons only.
Yeah.
Listen.
Not for enjoyment.
Just for the love of the game.
Not for the I don't like it. I don't want to do
I want
it.
to engage my butthole.
You think I want to go to a bathhouse and just sit there and be a train? No. And then have to look at a woman.
I'm feeling that if you were posting those clips, you would be getting more views.
Honestly.
But you know what, though?
If my reels could just be my eyes, they would. Oh, what an OnlyFans!
This is a really good topic though, because I was like deep in a Threads. Do y'all you spend time on Threads?
Yeah.
My husband.
I just got out of Threads jail.
I'm only 35.
Shut the fuck up. I love Threads so much. It's what Twitter used to be. Like, it's very enjoyable. So anyway, fast forward, conversation of a lesbian was putting out a conversation. She was typing out a conversation or interaction she had at a lesbian bar. She said, at a lesbian bar, straight guy who is with a gaggle of other straight guys. She said she leans into him and goes, hey, what are y'all doing here? And he's like, oh, just hanging out with my friends. She was like, it's a lesbian bar, right? He goes, oh, it is? And then he goes and gets his friends and they leave. And she goes, and that's how easy it should be. The attacks she got in the comments of, oh, so you're not inclusive, so we can't just go to your bar. Why can't we go to your... And then all of the lesbians come back in going, we need a fucking safe space. There's only 40 lesbian bars left in the United States.
I know, and I get that, and that's true, but they don't go out enough, and that's why they're closed.
Well... we like to stay home in sweatpants.
As a bar owner, fuck that lesbian. As a bar owner, it's not about inclusivity. We got bills to pay.
Okay, but see, and then my other side of
that
argument...
In fact, he should just been like, I'm so sorry, here's a round of shots. That's what should have happened.
That's how you should do it. Well, and here's the thing. She didn't kick him out or ask him to leave. She said, this is a lesbian bar. And he said, oh, we didn't know that.
We weren't there. We don't know. You're making that up.
Oh.
Leave all women. But out of that conversation, if you just looked at it just at that conversation, she didn't do anything. She just let him know. She just let him know. And he decided with his friends, because they're not getting any pussy there, so they need to go if that's what they wanted for the night. But he could have said, oh no, we know, we love it here. We love the bartender. We've got 2 lesbian friends, or we blah, 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 or whatever. And everybody would have been fine with it. But But he didn't cause a fight. He didn't go, fuck you. Oh,
Yeah.
you know, he didn't take over the space. He didn't act like an asshole. But in the comments below, you saw exactly why.
That's because online
we
people
need safe
suck.
spaces.
Online people
Oh,
suck.
Of course. Everybody's brave behind a fucking keyboard.
Real life, everything's
Yeah.
fine. Go real world, everything's fine.
You're so right.
Because
so right.
that you're go have it. That guy, there's a guy looking through the window right now. Guess what? I'm fine.
What's funny is they can't see inside and they can only see themselves, and it's really funny.
I love it when they watch him pose.
Yeah. What's it? Looksmaxing?
Yeah. Wait, I
Blogging?
just found that
Oh,
out.
I've been deep in it for the past 2 weeks.
I love it.
Fascinating.
And are you in? Hey, wait. Can I tell you? Are you in? What do you love about it?
Well, my favorite thing about it is it's finally guys doing to themselves what women have been, the pressure we've had on ourselves from birth on. And guys are finally, I mean, gay guys have, for the most part, paid attention to what they look like, and cared. But straight guys, finally, they're in fear that if they're not beautiful, they're going to get kicked out of life. I love that.
Yeah,
I want them to stress about the way they look.
Have you seen the Manosphere?
Yes.
So that's what got me started on it. And then the Daily ran something on clavicular, and then I was like learning more about it.
Yeah.
And so it's interesting because I like that angle, but it does seem to be incels that are like, I don't have time for women. I have to look beautiful and live stream for 12 hours a day.
Honestly, whatever keeps them at home.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh, I like that. You got an answer.
For sure.
You got an answer for everything. I like it.
All of those bloodlines can end. Is what
It's please don't mate. I love it.
It's an extinction event.
I love
Shoot yourself up with every fucking hormone you can find online. Shrink them balls. Do not mate. Stay inside. Be pretty for each other. I fucking love it.
Yeah.
Don't go be bi and fuck up a bathhouse situation. Don't be straight and go out and ruin a lesbian's night out.
We never did circle in back. Can we circle back to that? What was it about the bisexuals in the bathhouse safe space, the safe space of a bathhouse? Are we calling that a safe space? Yeah. But at the bathhouse,
can a bathhouse please just be a safe space? Can we please just say that? Because I want to feel safe.
So I was at the safe bath, but you're at this bathhouse, and you're trying to get your ass fucked. The bisexual is cock blocking this. How?
Yeah.
He's not.
Oh. I thought you were going to.
Unless he's not participating in the strange railing that he's looking to get.
No. I'm not. It's more.
I have one of those at my house. We had to get replaced. The strange railing.
I was trying to create a hyper-specific environment, but
so
if
you were
there's
just lying.
No, there was a 10.
Wow.
I was given a 10 because if you go to like Rain, I don't know what your guys' like the gay bar is.
Okay.
It's just full of bachelorettes just being like, oh, it's so nice to be here. The guys aren't hitting on me. And they're like, well, you're ruining my time here.
Yeah, right.
Like, get off the dance floor.
Yeah. Okay.
And listen,
so, but then it hasn't come to the bathhouse yet.
No, not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
But in Germany, there are co-ed
like,
ones, which I think is cool.
That's fun.
I actually.
Where's my bathhouse?
I think a bisexual bathhouse
it's in the back of
is
somebody's
cool.
house in Decatur.
Yeah.
Her name's Pat. They like to swing.
And they're like, come on, we're going to cook dinner.
Oh, I like.
We just
I
had
like
a litter
this.
of puppies.
Yeah, we just had puppies come here, honey.
You sound like that. You sound like. Oh, what's that her comedian's name?
Oh, Leanne Morgan.
Yeah, that is a perfect Leanne Morgan.
I met her.
So did I. I did a Zoom show all over the
God.
pandemic.
Darling. You are just darling, aren't you? I got to meet her at an SNL after party, and I was like starstruck because I'm just in love with this lady. And I thought, there's no way in hell she knows me, and I'm too drunk. And I'm like 57 free tequila sodas in at this point, and I'm like trying to hold it together for Leanne, and I'm like,
For Leanne,
I'm a comedian, and I just want to tell you, I'm Lace. She goes, Lace Larrabee, and I was like, oh my god. I was like so fangirling out over her, and I think I grabbed both of her hands. We had a very Oprah.
I think she understands that
She's
because
so
she
sweet.
she didn't really pop until she was later in life.
Yeah.
So she knows what it's like to be like, should I quit comedy?
Yes, she was doing like American Legions and baby showers up until she literally was one of the highest paid touring comics in the country. I mean, her trajectory.
And that's why I think everybody needs getting fame too quickly. You meet them, and you go, asshole.
Right. Because they didn't do the hard shit before. That's the only reason. It's not just because they're famous and taking the spots that I want at all the clubs. That's
it has nothing to do with that.
That's not it.
It has nothing to do with that.
And that they can only do comedy on their phone, but they can't do it live. It's not that.
It's not that. It's honestly perspective. They've never had to live in my shoes.
Yeah.
So when they treat their features like shit or they do that, it's like they've never had to do that work.
Well, and that's the American dream. That's what we
That's the American dream.
Is struggle until you finally make it. Hopefully later in life, and hopefully not before I do.
When you're
Isn't that truly it?
I want all my friends to be successful, but not before me.
Not before me.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not afraid to say it.
Yeah, it's a little too late for me on that one, but
I feel the same way. I'm like, I'm not living that in reverse.
I just keep on going, God, what am I doing wrong?
Yeah.
What am I doing wrong? And why
is she getting fucked in the ass at the
bathhouse?
At the bathhouse.
And why is she here?
Why is she interrupting
Please
my
curse
strange
all the
rambling?
bisexuals. Please curse them. A smite upon the bisexuals.
Okay, so where do we stand on that? All right, so
I thought you were gonna say, when do we start?
When do we? So that's been a struggle for me, Ian. Is even this sitting down with y'all is you're going. Colton doesn't know that I have a girlfriend. I live with my girlfriend now. It's been almost a year since we've been together, all that stuff. And he's like, oh, what? I thought she was with a man. This has been so strange for me over the past year for just my identity. And I feel like I have to defend myself all the time. I'm struggling with I'm now, and y'all have been gay on stage probably the whole time. Have you always been out the whole time you've done comedy?
Yeah.
Right? You never tried to bury the idea.
No,
right?
but in comics we'll go, with your look, you could bury the lead and it would be so funny.
Yeah.
And I go...
I still get that advice.
Right.
Still.
And I go, thanks, dude. I saw your set.
I know, right?
No, thanks.
And I'm struggling.
You wrote some punchlines for all those setups.
Right.
That'd be crazy.
Try that,
But I've found myself because I've been doing comedy 14 years and people have known me a very certain way, and most of my comedy was bitching about my husband and all, that was kind of the vibe for a long time because that's where that's where I was sourcing my material. And now I feel like I'm having to come out on set. It's so hard to just do a set where I just start the set with, oh, so my girlfriend and I, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I feel like I still feel like I'm having to defend myself and I have to sell the idea first to people and be like, well, I was married to me, but now I'm this, and then this before, and then blah, blah, blah. But I always I'm struggling.
I still almost always tell
constantly.
one joke that doesn't have anything to do with me being gay.
Yeah.
And then start talking about being gay.
Yeah.
So that I win them over with just one, and it's not a long joke, but it's
Sure.
I open with a joke that has nothing to do with it, but then I act gay as hell as I tell it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
totally.
So then I say I'm gay if you haven't figured out, while my hands flapping around my fucking body like two hummingbirds trying to escape an island of trash or whatever. But no, I think that you can lose them immediately. Any room where you can see it brightly lit and you say you're gay, if there are people who are anti-gay or that's not cool with them, you can see it on.
Oh, you can watch their faces.
Yeah, and that used to bother me.
It.
Now that makes my nipples.
Oh,
you know what I mean? That's a total.
That's where I want to.
It fuels me.
That's where I want to get to. Is
If
I don't want to get defensive or angry about it, or okay, fuck y'all if you don't like it, or I saw you liked me before, but now you don't. 30 minutes into my hour, this.
You know what it is?
It depends on what mood I'm in. Because if I'm in a bad mood, I'll do that. I never say I'm gay. I just say gay things, and they go, "Oh, he must be gay."
He must be gay.
Oh, look at me!
I really likes fellas. He's a friendly fella.
But if I'm in a bad mood, I'll go up "Yeah, so I'm a homosexual," and then I'll just target, and I'll go, "Okay, you're gonna get fucked." I'm just gonna go right.
Yep.
Now I know who I'm fucking
now
with
I'm
tonight.
making all these people uncomfortable.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I
never
arms
address them. I
crossed.
just let them. I just know I've ruined their night, and I enjoy it the fuck out of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Occasionally I'll interact with somebody says like I had a lady one time groan. I can't remember what joke I told, but she was like, And I was like, that's the noise my husband makes. Do you know what I mean? There's ways to... Or I had a woman, heckle me about being gay, and then I just pointed at her and was like, and this is why I'm gay. This bitch right here. A bitch like this.
Yes.
Just like that. So I don't know. It's so much easier to handle than it used to be. Because it used to feel like every comic on the show also had jokes about gay people.
Yeah.
So by the time you got on stage, you'd already been at the topic of conversation.
That happened last night.
7 times.
I said, I just straight up was like, there was like, I love that all the comics were like, it'd be crazy if I was gay, but like here, and then I just went, and I am, so here we go.
Yeah.
Bop.
Hey guys, I'm sure you've heard this already, but we have a new hotline where you can text or call, and it's called Some of This Is Good. And the number, I hope you save it in your phone, 512-981-ORAL. Yanni, oral. It's 6725. 512-981-ORAL. Yanni, 6725.
Have you ever? Do you know?
Oh, we're
Robinson?
back on.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I know Becky.
Have you ever watched her? Have you opened for her? Like where she basically
haven't opened
she
for
basically
her.
features for herself.
Mm-hmm.
So she does. So
I know of her character too.
Yeah,
that
so
she
plays.
does 2 separate
She
things.
does Entitled Housewife, which is
Right.
like a sort of like hard drinking, druggy kind of suburban mom,
Right,
right?
right.
Like a cool Karen, I guess would be the best way
Yes,
to put it.
yes.
And then she is now out, and so she basically, in a way, features for herself as Becky Robinson, the freshly out
And
lesbian,
then
which now she's been out for a few
She's
years.
been- I knew she
but when
was
I
out
first,
years
the first
ago.
time I ever did anything with her,
Yeah.
I was like, it was like I was quote unquote featuring, but I was really hosting.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then she
does.
changes into the outfit and comes in headlines as Entitled Housewife, which is
That's
has
amazing.
has a husband and is straight, but it's like the most crazy, like it's almost like 2 personalities, like
Yeah.
doing stand up.
I love that
Yeah.
though, because then her audience. Oh, I love that she does that because then she doesn't want her audience to not know what her real identity is.
Exactly.
Because
Yeah.
who would want that? That just likes your character, but then doesn't like you as a person. Like, good
Yeah.
for her
Right.
for showing. Both
It's like
sides of
just
herself.
being trapped in Andrew Dice Clay for fucking 50
Right.
years. You go like, you can do that, and it will work, but you're
Sure.
trapped.
But you're
Right.
trapped. Larry the Cable Guy.
Yeah.
He's not. No one will show up to go see. What's his real name? See,
No one knows.
Daniel,
Is it?
something like
I
that.
thought it was like
I don't know.
Maurice
No, I think.
St. John or something.
But the point is like no one
know.
even like.
Yeah.
I also don't
Like
think...
no one's gonna
That's
be
such a
going.
bummer.
No one's gonna see not Timmy No Breaks. You know, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I don't know. I don't know anything about that. I don't know.
Actually,
if I said that.
Timmy
It's recorded now. Ian.
I know,
Stiefler,
right? I'm in trouble.
Tim Stiefler is actually, he is probably going to be on SNL.
Yeah.
He has so many characters.
No, I've heard a lot of
He's
great things
great.
about him actually,
He's
but
so
I'm not
funny.
I
terribly familiar.
love him.
But
So
I know it's like what he's doing is sort of like to me it's like a Dice Clay.
It
like the
is.
style, which I love.
It is, but it's a
It's also a
character.
little Dangerfield, a little
it's
Dangerfield in there.
character as the. It's
Yeah.
like person as this instead
Yeah.
of I am
Yeah.
that.
Well, to me, like it looks like he's almost gamified what Kill Tony is.
Yeah.
So when he goes out and does a set, it's a meta deconstruction of a Kill Tony set.
Yeah.
And I don't even watch Kill Tony, but I can watch those and appreciate
Yeah.
them and go, oh, okay.
I'm excited.
And
I'm
I-
on a show with him in Moon Tower.
Cool.
He's great.
Coming up. I'm so excited.
He is one of the sweetest boys you've ever met.
Oh yay.
And he's not Timmy No Breaks.
No, sure.
Yeah.
No,
He's
no.
like, do you think they like me? I was like, they just fucked. They stood up
They
and clapped, you fucker. He's like, well, okay, if you say so. And you're like, what do you want? I go, they just clapped for you. Now you want me to clap for you, you fuckface?
Yeah,
I go,
right?
I go, you need more affirmation, you piece of shit. He goes, I love you, Colton. I
If
go,
we're talking about comics that we love that do that shit, Mandel, who's one of the most talented motherfuckers on the planet, for years, we would watch him murder and then walk off stage and be like, oh man, I got bombed.
well, you know what
bombed. And we're like, come on,
I don't know,
man.
man. I don't know about that one, man. I don't know,
I
about
don't
that
know,
one.
man. I don't
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
man.
yeah,
We'd be
yeah.
like, you just put all of us under the fucking bus, man. You were so good. Nobody can follow
I figured out what it is.
What?
And I've said this before, so I'll give a shortened version of it. But it is oversharing versus undersharing. There's a study, and basically the overshare, even if they're talking to somebody who's undersharing, there's more trust built. That was a study. Just take it as it is. But as stand-ups, what we're doing is oversharing. The audience is undersharing. But what happens is, even in a small conversation, that person walks away with I guess it's a term now, which is disclosure hangover. So he doesn't think he bombed. What he's feeling is, I just was so vulnerable and I
told
didn't
them too
have
much.
any reciprocity. And so there was no relationship, because in a normal one, it'd be secret.
Yeah, full
but
disclosure, full disclosure.
Exactly.
And that is fascinating. I am so glad you just said that. I do that so much.
Right, and you go, I had a bad... I didn't have a bad set, they laughed, but I had a bad time, why?
But I can't... Yes, I have that feeling every single time.
Every single time.
I never walk off stage and I'm like, that was awesome.
Yeah, unless I do
Great
crowd
job,
work,
let's celebrate.
and I go, that guy, can you believe that guy said that?
If you have something to talk about, like new, but if you did your material and then you still, but it went well, objectively went well, and then you'd walk away and you still feel bad about it.
And they'll come up and go like, great set, and you'll go, I learned nothing about, like, it's like a date.
Oh my God, that's
Isn't it
fascinating.
crazy? Perspective change.
Holy shit. Dude.
It's like when you learn that adrenaline.
I enjoy performing stand-up comedy, and I feel good about myself when I do well. So I don't know. I know when I don't feel like I do well, I feel terrible.
I don't know if you deconstructed it.
Every time I walk off stage, though, I don't go, I didn't like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Okay.
Yeah, I've never seen you do that. You don't do that. Maybe I think, Ian, I just truly, genuinely think you're a more fully formed person. Just
I don't know.
like you've been who you are for so long.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But I don't. It's not. I understand what you're saying. I get what you mean by all of it.
Well, it's a study. It's not. It's a fact.
No, but the disclosure hangover in the sense that
I wasn't saying an opinion.
well, a
This
study
is not up for debate.
a study is still just an opinion. I mean,
Okay.
sorry to tell you, but
It's
no,
a scientist's opinion.
I mean in the sense that
Probability.
like when you walk off stage and you don't feel like it went. You feel like objectively it went well, but you're still not happy.
No, you feel like it feels like it's like learning that anxiety and excitement are the same chemical.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like trying to figure out, like, am I excited for a show or am I nervous for a show? And you go, like, maybe a little bit of both, but it's just one chemical just being like,
Oh, I got you.
So the same thing happens when you like overshare with like a stranger,
Yeah.
and you go, and they go, oh, that's good, and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's interesting.
okay.
I feel like that when you described it, what I was hearing was, and I experience this all the time, when I'm in a conversation with somebody and they've told me too much about themselves.
Right.
Disclosure, hangover, is that what you call it?
You
Well, no,
have
I like when you described what you were describing, what I was thinking of, and I have this all the time, which is when I interact with somebody and they talk,
Yeah.
and I'm like literally like, I have to go home. I can't.
So
But
you're
I
having
have the opposite.
But
Yeah.
you know
But if
what
I
that
get up
means?
and I'm the one talking, and they have to like,
Yeah.
that's the power dynamic.
You know what that means, though?
I'm a narcissist.
No.
Oh.
It means that your
Well,
mom...
that quiz I took yesterday on BuzzFeed said that I'm a malignant narcissist.
No, but it probably...
And my favorite Simpson is Disco Stew. So I don't know.
It probably did mean, and this is just a guess, not a therapist,
Obviously.
but not obviously.
Pretty obvious to me.
Okay. Why? Is it because of my shirt? Wait. Give me top 3 reasons why you think I can't be a therapist. You don't fucking know me.
Okay. I think that reaction would be number 1.
Yeah.
A defensive.
Everything I've known about you since I've met you would be number 2.
Mm-hmm.
And just that you're a Virgo.
Okay.
No.
Oh God, that explains so much.
So you as a Virgo, you're really good at taking your white glove to the mantle of everyone else's lives. But I don't know if you could actually help me fix anything.
No, but I could tell you that it's probably because your mom or somebody else put too much on you as a child, and it actually made you feel like you actually
Don't
had
you
to
talk about
carry
my mama like
carry the weight of the family. It made you had to carry the emotional weight of other people, like unconsensually. In a long duration, and so when somebody else is just verbally talking, you think you actually have to hold it.
Nah. Maybe a little bit. All right, fine.
Yep.
Maybe you make a good therapist. Maybe.
And I do think that shirt's a good therapy shirt.
Thank you. It's
Yeah.
Sheen. So
I just can't believe you're like, is it my shirt? Okay, whatever.
Well, I always try to bait people into saying that they like my Sheen.
Oh, okay.
I go, you like one of the companies that's ruining the world.
Listen, here's how I look at it. All of the companies are ruining the world. So fuck it.
So fuck it.
People who are like, well, I only buy. There is no ethical consumerism. Just none. Unless you are at home making shit yourself. Consumerism, is that the word? Consumption is what I was trying. Ethical consumption. But consumerism, yeah, shopping, buying shit.
Hey, look at you, new lesbian, talking about consumption. Where did you even get that wool cap?
Right? But that's my point. It's like no one, whoever thinks they're better than someone else because of where they get their outfits, go fuck yourself. Like, unless you were sitting home with like
what are the good
thrifted
reasons?
items you received for you dumpster dove and you got, and then you repurposed them into more clothing and you sewed the clothes and you wear the clothes. There's no.
All right.
If you're buying from anybody.
So then, where would you feel comfortable feeling better than somebody else? I guess.
Start.
All right, let's do it. How can I like
You first.
how can I know I'm better than somebody else? Because sometimes it's so hard to know. Am I better than that person?
Listen, when I get off an escalator in the airport, I fucking move my body. And I don't stop and stand there and stare around me like it's my first time that I've ever been in an airport or off of an escalator. So that makes me a better person. In an airport, I'm better than everybody around.
I actually was just at the Georgia Aquarium.
Okay. Great place to find out you're better than other people.
On shrooms.
Oh yeah.
Phenomenal. Yeah.
And I was thinking either the people that have kids, and I can't decide, and I go, are the people that have kids idiots? Or is parenting so hard that they give up? Because every kid in there is a shitbag.
Yeah. I think it's a combination.
And
I think they're so... When I see parents out in public...
I'm back to thinking you wouldn't be a good therapist. I'm sorry to say. Keep going.
These are good
Keep
points.
going. No, they're good points.
Well, when you see the kid, like by the time you interact with a parent out in public with their child, I always just give them the benefit of the doubt, and I assume that they have already screamed at the top of their lungs in the car all the way there. They have been dealing with that fucker since they woke up or wouldn't wake up in the morning when they were supposed to, fought about their shoes, wanted to wear paper towel holders on their arms instead of an outfit. They've already dealt with it, wouldn't eat their goddamn food, pitched a fit in the car, wouldn't listen to anything, and by the time you see them, they are just drained, and they're like, please God, just stare at this dolphin. I don't care if you punch your sister while you do it, just get the fuck away from me.
I saw a closeted dad with a family,
at the back
and he looked up at me. No, the aquarium. And he looked up at me like.
Sounds like a bisexual.
I'll tell you, I was
the aquarium, the bisexual bathhouse.
I was wearing a little, something cute.
Yeah.
Sheen.
Yes. But sleeveless. And he looked up at me, and I could tell his first thought was like, wow. And then I saw him realize that he didn't have the energy for it.
Hilarious.
He was like so exhausted that he couldn't even bring himself to be like, he goes,
To drink you in.
Yeah.
So to speak.
Yeah. He was like, the kid probably shit his pants again. Like, he was like, that guy's hot. Chandler sucks.
Okay, so wait. Our
He didn't even have time
Yeah, he
to
didn't
be horny.
even have time.
They're exhausted.
Our two options in this moment are that he's an idiot or that he's given up, right? So he's either so stupid he can't tell how objectively hot and cute you were in your little sleeveless outfit.
He knew.
Okay, so he's not stupid then, he's just given up. We've arrived at our answer.
Well,
Him specifically.
Specifically,
He
yeah.
was just tired, though.
Yeah.
But are you an
Did
idiot
you, like,
for
turn
walking
around-
up a hill?
But did you give him a good look? Like once he was, like, did you give him like a little turnaround bend over or something?
No, I
Like
was on shrooms.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
So I think I stood there like.
So I was a tree.
I think I stood there like. I definitely was processing all of this
Sure.
about like what was that interaction? Like he was. There was something between us.
Yeah.
And now you're with your family.
But nothing can be done.
I go. I guess I'll see you at the Sea
You
Lion
were just
show.
a road less traveled for him.
Yeah.
You're just like what could have been.
What could it?
A Jonathan Livingston
Exactly.
Seagull, just like out there.
Just.
Yeah.
Oh, if
He
I
had a
had
whole
just,
life with you. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
we
That-
did.
And he was tired. It made him tired.
And it.
And it's like, you know
God.
what? Being closeted
God.
with this lady
Yeah.
is less exhausting than the relationship I would have with that
Yeah,
beautiful man.
and I just
That's
give him
exactly what he thought.
I give him my husband's number. I go, you don't want it. I go, you don't want
You
it.
don't want it.
I go, I stress him out. You do not want. My husband always I wish. We do this to each other, but we're like, I wish you felt more like better about yourself, Like we always are like, why don't you? I write him songs, and it's always like, if I could be better, something like this. I'll play it for you later
That
if you want.
sounds beautiful.
I'm also taking singing lessons, but so that I can sing them myself. But he, what was the point of that? Oh, I wish he felt better about himself. Oh, because I'm trying to convince him, like, babe, I know what a nightmare I am. So, like, that makes me appreciate you way more. And I'm trying to, like, you're great by yourself, but that you put up with me
makes you even better.
Is like crazy.
Yeah.
And I would never leave you because who the fuck else would put up with me?
Yeah,
no
exactly.
one.
Yeah.
And you put that into a song.
Actually, it's an album.
Okay.
It's a 16
It's more of a
song
thesis in a way. But...
I mean, it's hard to say all that with one song.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Did you tell him that? I'm curious because this circles back to my relationship, my current relationship. Did you try to warn him at the beginning? That
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had many psychiatrists, many therapists, and within first 5 minutes they go like, I'll be like, yeah, I have ADHD. They go, I know.
We know. Yeah,
like,
that's...
yeah, you don't have to. I go, okay, great. Well, I just looped you in.
Like, it's been 45 minutes and I haven't asked you one question.
You're like,
I go, I'm supposed to talk.
I just want to let you know that I'm a really good therapist. I've diagnosed myself.
Yeah. It is funny when you go to a
You're
therapist.
just here to agree with me.
A therapist that talks at me, I go, this is not a seminar. I would have read.
Yeah.
I've read a book. Like,
Wow.
I don't need you.
How many therapists have you had in your entire?
Well,
is that a rude question?
It's not a rude question.
Okay, I don't know.
Well, first one was my mom, and she should not have practiced on me.
She's a
Wait,
like
yeah.
a psychiatrist, or...
She's actually one of like the lead researchers on EMDR. She's like,
Ooh.
yeah, which is like trauma.
Like dance
and,
music?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
No.
I know.
Yes.
She's the dancing game.
Yeah.
She's better than any kid you've ever seen. She uses the handlebar.
Okay, wait, that is such a massive conflict of interest, and I do not think you should be saying that into camera, is that she practiced on you. That's great, though. Like, in an actual session, like, she had you, like, lay down on the couch. And
Yeah, you know how, like, some parents, the mom is, like, going through hair school, and she's, like, dyeing their kids' hair?
Yeah.
My mom straight up did a IQ test on us, which you'd think that's fine.
Sure.
But the result said, comes from an unstable household, and the father's an alcoholic. And I was like, we were expecting a number, Mom. Whoa, what the fuck? This is an IQ test? And so, like, people were like, my hair was blue when I was 15. I was like, I had a conflict of interest with my father.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I go, also, I thought I was like, it was like, what did I say in my splotch test? Like, and I was trying to like replay it in my head. I go, what did I say? Oh, well.
But I love how she just filled it. She already knew the answer. She didn't actually take the test. She just needed to tell you those things.
I think so.
Right.
Maybe. It was like, it was like a 3 hour sessions.
Oh, wow.
So, like, it was like, I had to sit down and, like, she was doing all the things.
So
she did it on my brother and my sister, too.
So y'all were essentially like her guinea pigs, like, while she was...
Yeah, but it's interesting because most therapists, I think, and researchers are interested in the topic because it's the thing that gets them interested in, like, fixing their own life, right? So they go, like, I have these problems, how do I solve them? They read enough books, they go, oh, I should get a degree. Then they, like, kind of, like, find their way in.
Yeah.
That's why you find that most therapists are crazy. But
Right.
I've had around 30, and that's how
Okay.
I
Is that the
know
number you were looking for?
how
Yeah.
I mean-
I was thinking like 6 to 10.
Well, it's because I interview them. First session is you figuring out if they can keep up with you or if they're using you like a chiropractor for a 10-session package, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm like throwing sideballs at them. I'm going like, are you going to call me out? And at the end of my therapist that I have now, she goes, you didn't think I was going to be as smart as you, did you? And I was like, no. Because I don't know if you know Dean Stanfield.
Yeah, of course.
But he introduced me to my therapist as a race car therapist. And so I went in there and be like, there's no fucking way. And she does not identify as a race car
What does that
therapist.
mean?
What was his, what did he
I don't know
do?
who Dean Stanfield is.
Dean
Oh my
Stanfield
gosh,
is
so funny.
a
Austin-
sweetheart.
Still Austin.
But he's
Moles.
not a race car driver then. Okay.
No, he does.
He does.
He's, like,
Oh, okay,
he's like
okay.
a car
Okay.
enthusiast, and yeah, I think he does race. Right?
He in all of his free time he like teaches people how to pit drive, and like he drove the truck that drove the race cars, and he's worked in pit crews and whatnot.
All right.
And so I think that's maybe how he was my roommate for a while. But he
Race car therapist.
and anything
gotta
coming out of
try
Dean
that.
Stanfield's mouth, I just go, I was like, but I really need the help right now. And maybe a race car therapist is exactly what I need.
That's the only thing I haven't tried.
Yeah, I don't know how she would identify, but she has been like the best therapist I've ever had.
That's
I
great.
really love her.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I think you gotta have someone that like matches your intelligence and your energy for sure.
Or just like
Not
tricks.
really.
Tricks.
Yeah.
If you're somebody who's going to go there and just be like, yeah, so like my week was fine, you go, you need a therapist to be like, then why are you here?
Right. Yes.
I did therapy through Georgia State, and my therapist was like literally like 23 years old, and I think they were filming our sessions, and then there was somebody in the other room.
Oh, yeah.
Who would be like text her, say this or say that or whatever, or jerking off. I don't know what they were doing.
Sure. They can do
But
it.
she like had to tag out a couple times because like I had to overwhelm her. Like she'd start crying or whatever, and I'd be like, if I'm not crying, why are you crying? You know what I mean? Like, I was like, get your shit together. You're gonna be bad at this. This is what you want to do for a living.
This
you know what I mean?
feels like
Yeah.
you were doing this to torture.
No, but it was great.
Yeah,
It was like
you
the best therapy I ever had because I was really concerned about upsetting my therapist. So I really did like some pre-work.
Yeah.
Like if I tell her these things, like I made her cry when I talked about how hard it is to be gay, blah blah blah, and she was like literally like sobbing. I'm like, get your shit together, like, yeah, it's really fucked up or whatever. But come on.
Yeah.
But it made me like because I was worried about her. I guess it's the I don't know what's it called, like the nurturing.
Empathy?
I guess empathy, sure. Yeah, empathy. So I
Ian's
really
unfamiliar.
worked on my coming with problems.
When you feel for someone
Other
else.
people.
Well, it's like I did pre-work so that way I could give her problems she could actually handle, if that makes sense.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
I think that is the
It just made
thing.
me realize I could do all the work on myself.
But you didn't like
You-
break
and that's-
her
that's
down
right.
until she cried. She cried because she had empathy for what you were talking.
I overwhelmed her, and then we had a whole thing about that joke I do about the lazy eyes. She was like, I don't ever feel like you're looking at me. I was like, I got a lazy eye, bitch. And then she's like, I got a lazy eye. And then we just started laughing.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Okay. I had my last therapist, she confessed a bunch of stuff to me, and they're not supposed to do that. And I loved that. I walked
Yeah.
away like, I just fucking won therapy.
Yeah.
She told me all about her last relationship and how she had walked out of her last, so she was currently married, right? Like, I assume now she's still married. And her last marriage, she walked out on the wedding day. Like, she was like a runaway bride, like at the
Wow.
altar. She was like, not going to do it today. And she told me the whole thing. She told me a lot of stuff.
That's the thing. They shouldn't be talking.
You shouldn't be doing that.
But
I
I
love
think the
that.
best way to do therapy is, here are the problems I have. Here's how I'm trying to fix them. What do you think?
Sure.
It's a meeting with your manager.
Yes.
Yeah.
You go be like,
I was way more like, I hate straight people. What do I do about that?
yeah.
Every straight person in my life makes me sick to my stomach, and I wish they were dead.
Yeah.
Any thoughts? Any thoughts at all?
What does your degree tell you about that?
You got anything in your little book for that? What's
Fix me! Fix me!
But first, are you straight?
Yeah.
Right. She identified as bi, and I was like, get out of here.
Yeah, prove
I was
it.
kidding. I don't know.
I fired
Prove
a
it.
therapist one time because it was over the pandemic, and I had done it through like BetterHelp, and you go in there, and you sign up for you put all your requirements or what you're looking for in a therapist. Like, I wanted them to be over a certain age. I asked for all these requirements. So once I got matched with somebody, I just assumed that she was in the age bracket that I had asked for. I didn't
Like
realize
Tinder.
that those were a suggestion. So we're in like session 3, 4 or something like that. And I think she made some reference, or I did, one way or the other, that the other had to explain or didn't get. And I was like, how old are you? I was like, if it's okay, if you don't mind me asking. She was in her fucking 20s. And I said I wanted someone 40 or older, and I really couldn't tell by the way she did her hair and her glasses and her shirt. I was like, she could just look young for her age. And then she said it, and that was the last time I talked to her. I think I even cut that session early.
Yeah.
I was pissed.
Me too. I'm pissed for you.
Thank you.
No.
And you made the right move. And actually, I just want to congratulate you on having boundaries.
Thank you. That's the first time anyone's ever said that to me in my life.
Is that
Consider the source.
I've never been
a
accused
therapist?
of a real
A
therapist.
son of a therapist. That's for damn sure.
A goddamn son of a therapist.
Yeah,
His mom was a
hilarious.
therapist.
Son of a therapist.
I like
That's
the
a new
question,
song for sure.
Are parents idiots? I'd love to. That's hilarious.
Because having kids, I mean,
just the act
this
of
is
having kids.
this. If you think about it this
No one
way,
told them how to be parents, for damn sure.
for sure.
I mean,
but
my parents, for sure.
My
No one
parents, for
instructed them in any way.
I think that if
They were
you
freeballing
knew
it. They
how
were raw dogging it. Just raw dogging us.
And that's how I got here. My parents were raw dogging it. They were raw dogging it from the beginning.
And I just-
then they raw dogged parenting. Right
and I just
after
want to
that.
let you know it's not your fault.
What?
It's not your fault.
Oh,
It's not your fault.
Terrifying of you right now.
thank you.
It's not your fault.
I never thought it was.
It's not your fault.
Once again,
I've always
Ian's like-
blamed everyone else. I've never thought it was.
He's like, I don't have any problems with myself. I have never questioned a move that I've made.
That's incredible. Love that for you.
I want that. I want that.
I know that's not true.
I need to.
I just
send-
think
I
of
kind of, that's where my headspace is now, though. Now when something upsetting happens, there's so much room inside of my brain to, like the emotions can all happen before they, you never see them on the outside, I'll have them on the inside. Resolve the, we
Internal
had,
process.
we had like a pretty big dust up at this club in terms of like changing ownership and a lot of hurt feelings.
Yeah.
And, but I feel like I came out of it in a better headspace.
Yeah.
And I've learned a lot from it. You know what I mean? And I feel like 10 years ago, that same thing would have happened. I would have been like, fucking straight people. It's all straight people's fault. The whole fucking world is fucked up because of straight people. Which is all true, by the way. But
not
I don't
untrue.
feel that way anymore. And it doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
You know, the whole world's run by straight people and I'm going to get us all killed.
You are so wrong about that.
You don't think so?
I don't think you've heard of Palantir.
Oh, well, one little queer doing their work for them doesn't,
Oh, yeah, right.
I mean, all...
Peter
all-
Thiel.
But all...
He doesn't run the world.
But all heterosexuality requires gay men to power it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, the service industry is powered by homosexuality. And why wouldn't it be the same way at the very top? Like, he may be a billionaire and run the world, but he's just somebody's butt boy. And we all...
You are out of your mind.
He answers to somebody.
God.
And it's probably a straight
Jesus
person.
Christ, our Lord and Savior. Can
He
we bow our
answers to
heads
somebody
and...
and it's
Wait,
probably a
1
straight
second.
person.
Dear Jesus.
Dear Peter Thiel.
Actually, I'm kidding.
He did not mean that.
Everybody knows I only pray to the Chinese God. I would tell you his name, but I can't pronounce it.
Try with the accent.
Well, he just told me to call him Matt. But he is the only real God, so thank you. He's been looking out for me. I think of parenting the same way as business. Like, if you knew really how hard it was going to be, you probably wouldn't have started that business.
Right.
And so you have to have a level of ignorance to develop the skills and confidence to go, and the curiosity, right?
Absolutely. And I would argue that not just ignorance, but ignorance in the form of optimism.
Right.
And I think that, so when you had said that earlier, I thought, even if a child was fully planned and wanted and you had it all set up for that kid, you still don't know how that kid's going to come
Nope.
out. And then people who go, well, I don't want to adopt because you never know what you're going to get. When you give birth, you don't know what the fuck you're going to
And
get.
now they look like you and they're fucking with your head. You go, but you look like me.
Yes.
Why don't you act like me, boy?
Right. Like how, so you could do everything right, but it requires an unhealthy level of optimism to go into parenting.
Right.
So we could call that idiocy. Like it could
Right.
be because it takes
But it-
ignorance to be optimistic.
Right.
I think.
But it's the Dunning-Kruger effect
Yes.
in effect,
Yes,
which is like,
I'll do it right.
if you
I
know,
know what- yes.
that you don't know,
Yes.
you're more curious, you're going to ask more questions,
Yes.
you're going to develop better.
Yes.
But that's what the question is about parenting. Are they so stupid they think they already know?
Yes.
And I don't know. I don't know
Well,
parents because I
there
don't
is
talk
a
to them.
degree of
I will not go to the PTA meetings.
When they have more than one child, they'll have one child and they'll go, oh, okay. And then when they decide to have the next one, that's where I feel like the stupidity comes in.
Yeah.
Because they think, oh, yeah, two will be, one's been not a problem, two won't be a
Right.
problem.
Because two things
And then
are-
it just turns into you've got 5 kids.
Two things had to have happened. One, the kid was so great that they ignorantly think that the next one's going to be equally great, or the kid was such a shitbag and it was tough and they're like, well, the next one will be easy. So right there,
Yeah.
that requires...
Right.
You've got to, like, what is it, like, not breaking the fourth wall, but it's called...
Cognitive dissonance.
yes.
Yes.
Suspension of disbelief. That's what
Yeah.
I was going to say.
Both
it
of them.
requires both. Those are
Both of them.
Right? We're so smart.
We've been to therapy.
God, we're smart.
God, we're so smart
I love this.
and confident.
I love this.
I had a thought, but it's gone, and that's the ADHD. But I appreciate you guys coming on.
Thank you so
Is there
much.
anything that you want people to know about Atlanta?
Oh man.
The Beltline isn't one place, and the fact that everybody goes, you got to go to the Beltline. Where
There's
is it?
so many places on the Beltline.
It's a goddamn loop.
It is a
And
giant-
then
It's a
our
walking
Uber driver goes, "Oh, you guys gay? You need to go to Piedmont Park."
Just
fair.
the park.
That's
Just the
fair.
park.
Yeah.
Just go into the park and wander around. Something fun will happen. Yeah,
He
there's
was-
a lot of gay bars.
That was
around Piedmont
an
Park.
old Indian lady.
That was
accent.
horrible.
That's the accent I was doing.
That was good. I didn't catch it. It was bad.
Yeah, I want people to know that the gays need to go to Piedmont Park. That's what I want people to know about Atlanta.
Yeah, and nowhere
Specifically.
else.
The Eagle's up there. Is it a cool one?
The Eagle, yeah, it's
With
a good one.
with
It's a good
have
one.
you ever been?
Yeah, of course. I've done shows there.
Then
We
I
should
don't
do
want
a
to go.
public
Then I
show.
want to go. See, that's my
No,
problem.
She's been there on a Monday.
Okay.
She's been there on a Monday.
I've done shows there.
Yeah.
It was really fun, but
They just moved it. There was one that was.
but I'm a gay. I'm allowed to go to gay
Yeah, she's a
bars.
lesbian.
But the
I'm not
Eagle
there
is
wearing
supposed to
fucking
be
dick-
butt fuck central. We're supposed to be able to go in the back where you
Oh,
smoke
honey, there's
cigarettes.
plenty of rooms in there for butt fucking.
Sure.
I'm not going to the butt fucking rooms.
Okay.
I'm hanging out in the main.
They have a whole back
the main
garden.
area.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so they just.
If you ever want to see somebody,
Oh my
whipped
God.
while they have pollen falling on their body,
I do.
Atlanta.
Funny, and I'm
Atl- Atlanta in springtime.
Yeah.
Oh, the musical we
Yeah.
could make. I
Yes.
love this idea.
St. Andrew's
Yes.
Cross, I suppose.
You know what I love about what the problem I just had? You guys went, an architect could fix this with a UI design. Okay. Right? So any space could be, modular enough where everybody could be welcome.
That's
And-
the idea behind the Beltline.
What?
Is that the idea behind the Beltline? Is that what we're trying to say? Or that the gay
the
bars?
Eagle.
Oh, the Eagle itself. Sorry.
Maybe
The Eagle.
Maybe this is sort of
Butt fucking happens on the Beltline
coming
too.
back around.
I'm just
Where?
saying.
Where? I
Is this-
walked
is this
20,000 steps and I didn't see a single
Oh,
butt
you
fuck.
didn't get to the butt fuck.
Where's butt fuck station?
Is that why you wouldn't stop walking?
That's why
You were like, after 20,000 steps, like, this is not going to
I
happen.
was so thirsty. I was so thirsty.
My butt is just
My
wanting to be fucked
Feet
right now.
were bleeding, and I was like, I'm doing this for clout, and it hurts.
Out for Clout.
Out for Clout. Do you name your episodes? Because that's the name of this episode.
For sure.
Out
Hey,
Clout.
there you go, Pat.
There you go. Yeah, Beltline. It's fun. It's a good time.
Yeah.
There's a lot. We needed more walking spaces in Atlanta because we're obviously known for horrific traffic and all of that. So we need a place to just fucking walk and be angry, not just be angry in our cars.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And it used to be that walking path was going to be connected with light rail all around the city.
Yeah.
But everybody's fighting that part of it. So
Yeah,
now it's
that's
just going to be
never
a
gonna happen.
walking path then.
Yeah.
A 22-mile walking path.
I like
Thank
it.
God for the 22-mile walking
I like
It
it.
gives
Yeah.
you somewhere to be, like in the summertime. And
Do they do a
also-
marathon around it?
Not yet, but I'm
No,
sure they will.
need to, though.
I'm sure they will.
They also need to
Stop
figure
fucking
out.
closing off the roads to
They'll
do
call
those.
it the Fruit Loop or something.
God, that's so funny.
That's good.
Should
Wait,
we start the
should we
Fruit
start the
Loop?
Fruit Loop?
Well,
Should we
first,
start the
Oh my God.
Technically, 285 is called the Fruit Loop from back in the day. So I didn't make that
Well,
up.
people
Sorry.
don't know that now.
Okay, well,
The young ones don't
we're
know.
reclaiming Fruit Loop.
The youth don't know, so we
Yeah.
need to make
The-
Beltline. We need to do the Fruit Loop run.
Yeah, you guys do that. Let me know how it goes.
Wait, you're.
I'm not gonna run. I'm not running anywhere.
What do you? Wait, you're out because it's just you and me? What the fuck? Ian leaves and the
wanted to-
project's done?
I'm an idea man, okay?
Yeah.
I can add puns to things.
Yeah.
That is what I do. I'll punch it up, and then I sit back and let you do the work while I cuddle
The
on
Fruit
the couch
Loop would be
with my
better.
girlfriend in Nike sweatbands.
What if the Fruit Loop was you do comedy shows in a circle around Atlanta at little stops along the Beltline?
Ian, I
Yeah.
fucking love that idea.
Yeah.
And Ian,
that's
I
it.
hate that idea. You have to decide who you're going with.
Damn it.
Because there's not going to be any comedy at my goddamn Fruit Loop. Not during the daytime. Daytime shows are for fucking pandemics only.
No, it could be at the night. We could set it up like they start at like 6 p.m. somewhere, and then you got to go to all the shows.
Or
It's like a scab. It's like a pub crawl, but for comedy.
Yeah.
Sounds like a nightmare, but we can
It does
also
sound
make
like
this
a
happen.
nightmare.
But there's tickets involved. People have to buy the tickets, and there's a pass, and they go to a place, they get a beer, they watch
All
the
right, I'm
comedy
out.
show.
I'm out.
Damn
You've
it,
convinced
you're right.
me.
You're right. I'm too
I don't want
tired.
Fruit anymore comedy.
I
Never
don't
mind.
have- I don't have time for this.
All right.
I do like Fruit Loop, though.
Can we
It's
just
very cute.
go ahead and redo the what do you want us to know about Atlanta? The whole
Oh,
thing?
yes, please.
Just cut
Ask
every
us.
bit of this.
hey guys, welcome to Some of This Is Bad, where we ask the tough questions. Atlanta, what is there?
I think that the Atlanta comedy scene is highly underrated and ignored in the country, and I think people need to know that we have an amazing, and I would even call it like an underground comedy scene.
I would call it underground too.
We're not known for our clubs. We got a few good clubs, right? But that's not what we're the town for. I don't for good shows everywhere.
Okay.
Good comics.
Good,
And we have good
fucking
audiences. You have great audiences.
Insanely
So I want the
good.
comedians of the world to know that our audiences are amazing.
This is not
They're
really
very
that kind
smart.
of podcast.
I don't know, but I was going to then say to the gays that are only here because of how hot you are, they
Whoa!
they should come to Atlanta.
Ouch,
And come to the
dude!
comedy show.
Yeah.
What?
They only listen because of how hot I am. I mean, I'm not even wearing my real shoes. Not even wearing. This. Okay, because I could have showed up like this, but I'm here for
they're
my
watching for
brain.
this moment.
Okay, they want
Okay.
my ideas.
Okay.
Oh, they want some brain, all right. They...
But they only get whole.
And thank you for listening.
Thank you guys so much. Where can people find you?
On the internet at Lace Larrabee on all of the things.
And I'm at Aber Comedian on all of the things.
And it'll be in the description. And if you guys have something that you want to add, of course we have our hotline that you know, and you've saved it in your phone, 512-981-ORAL, which is 6725. Of course, that is 512-981-YANNI. Bye.
So, this is bad. Some of this is bad. Some of this is bad. Some of this is